Hi guys, welcome back to Brimont Fusion Cuisine. I'm Ashley and today I'm talking about blueberry yogurt coffee cake. Yes, it tastes just as good as it sounds, guys. I promise it does. It's so easy to make. It's really simple and it's perfect for those that don't have a lot of time to make breakfast in the morning before they head out the door and go to work. So if you want this recipe and you want to know how I made this, keep on watching and I'm going to show you step by step, and then you guys can make it for yourself too. Let's get started. Okay, so to a bowl I'm adding 1 stick of softened butter, and this is salted. And I'm going to add in 1 cup of granulated sugar. And then I'm also adding in 1 cup of brown sugar. I use light and dark, but light brown sugar definitely works for this recipe. And I'm just whisking everything in until it's well combined. And then when it looks like this, I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 eggs. And I'm just going to continue just to whisk everything until it looks smooth and light and fluffy. Okay, and when it looks like this, I'm just adding in 1 cup of whole Greek yogurt. Another great substitution for this would be sour cream. 1 cup of sour cream. It adds a lot of moisture and the flavor is really awesome. So if you don't have Greek yogurt, sour cream works great. This is 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and I'm just going to whisk all of these items together just until everything is well combined. Okay, and now to this batter I'm adding 2.5 cups of cake flour. You definitely want to make sure that you don't use all-purpose flour for this because you really just want a really light, moist cake. And I also have in baking powder, and then I have in 1 tablespoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of salt as well. And now at this point, I'm no longer using my mixer. I'm just going to stir it by hand just to make sure I fold it in and get as much air into this as possible. I've done this in sections, so I poured in half of the flour mixture and then the other half. And I just fold it until everything is just combined. Definitely don't want to overmix that. So now I'm adding in 1 cup of blueberries. This recipe calls for 2 cups of blueberries, but I actually added half of the blueberries in at the end right before I put it in the oven. I put them on top. So you're just going to continue to just fold this in until you have them in there. And then what I'm doing is I'm transferring it to a 9-inch round baking pan. I recommend you using a 13 by 9. I was a little lazy on this one and I tried to use 1 pan, but I definitely needed 2 9-inch round pans instead of just the 1. So if you don't have 2 round pans, I would definitely recommend you use a 13 by 9. And guys, remember that you can find this recipe on my website at www.BrimontFusionCuisine.com. Go ahead and check it out and get all the exact measurements that I have on here for this dish. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting this to the side, and now I'm going to go ahead and get to the best part, which is the crumble that goes on top. Now what I did was I just added flour, there's some more brown sugar, and then I'm adding a little bit of cinnamon to this as well. And then I'm just going to stir these dry ingredients together. And then once everything is all stirred up and it's looking lovely, then I'm going to go ahead and add in my butter. And this is 2 sticks of softened butter that I have here. Okay, and once it looks like this, I'm going to go ahead and take this crumble mixture and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top of the cake batter. That's pretty much what you guys see right here. And like I said, I did overfill my pan, but it's okay. It still came out good in the end. But you definitely don't want to overfill your pan because it will take longer to bake in the oven and you do risk having it spill all over the place. So now I'm just going to go ahead and transfer this into the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes until I stuck my toothpick in it and it was done. Okay, so I just went ahead and took this out of the oven. I cut it into a few squares and put it on a platter. And I do apologize, guys. I know my camera was going in and out of focus at the end, but this is pretty much it. I just sprinkled a little bit of powdered sugar on top, and then I just added some crushed pecans to this as well. And this is it. This is what you have for breakfast. It's super simple. It's easy. You can make this days in advance, so you don't have to worry about making breakfast when you get up and you head out the door first thing in the morning. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can receive more videos. Do check the notifications so that you don't miss a single thing that I post on my page. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.